If you're born on 8th, 17th or 26th of any month, that means you're ruled by the planet Saturn, and you're going to be entering the year of 2024, which is again the year of Saturn. So the energies of Saturn, which is dedication, hard work, sacrifice, commitment, consistency, obstacles, challenges, learning the lessons, is getting doubled. But does it mean it will not be a good year for you? That's not true. In fact, this would be one of the most memorable years for you. The year where you would feel that Saturn is finally showing you the bright side of Saturn that everybody keeps on talking about. Before we move ahead, let me just tell you that I have my notes written on my laptop, and I'm also using my laptop to record this video. So if any point you see my eyes hovering, that's because I'm referencing to those. Now this year would be a great year for you to enjoy the fruits of your past labor. That is only if you have been putting in the effort, because you're getting the double energies of Saturn this year. So some of the things would be extremely positive in your life and some of the things would be negative. Now before we go further, let's understand one thing. Anybody who's crossed the age of 30 or 31, if you've already crossed that year within last year in 2023, then this is probably a period of Saturn return for you. And this is also the time where the second innings of Saturn start getting activated. What do I mean by that? If we look at the number 8, it is written with 2 little rounds. If we turn it around, it's the sign of infinity, which means that Saturn has the capacity to give you infinite luxury, money, fulfillment of your desires. But then if we turn it back into an 8, what does that mean? It means that at one side of the coin, there is delays, obstacles, challenges, and the other side is where the success comes. But if you have not crossed 30 and you are still younger than that, then most likely you're going to be still experiencing delays, challenges, obstacles, because Saturn loves people who do hard work. Saturn wants to see you really work for it with structure, with consistency, with diligence. So I would actually tell you, if you're younger than 30 and this is your year, then do not be afraid of hard work. The affirmation for you this year should be, I love hard work. Because Saturn always delays but never denies. But it denies to people who don't put in the work. Because Saturn asks you, are you worthy of it? So even if your number is going to be meeting the energies of this year, Saturn would want you to work hard. It would want you to put in that karma. It would want you to put in that effort. However, if you have crossed 30, then most likely Saturn is now going to become more of your friend. It's going to appreciate the efforts that you have put in since the last many years towards your work, towards your relationship, towards your life, and it will start showing you the results. Remember, Saturn is Karam Phal Data, meaning whatever efforts you have done, only that is the result that you are going to get. Which also means that this year would be a great year to start putting in efforts into whatever it is that you wanted to do. You want to maybe work on your health. This is a great year for that, because the results that you would see now with Saturn would be a lot more quicker. This year, the moment you start on some new workout routine, or you start working towards some business, or you start putting in more efforts at your job, this is the year where you would get equally or even more the results. So this is finally the year when people who are born under this number can say that, yeah, I think I am lucky. I feel that luck is on my side. Your dreams will get fulfilled this year. But all of this would be set aside by Saturn if you're not putting structure, discipline, and routine into anything that you're planning to do. Another thing to note this year is, because unlike your past many years, this is the year when a lot would be getting fulfilled. So there is a chance that you may start flying high a little bit, because you would feel so lucky. You'd be like, you know what, thank God things are happening. But don't let this feeling of gratitude turn into arrogance, because that's where Saturn would come with a strong beating stick in its hand and hit you back, bring you down just to make you humble. Do not have an inflated ego this year. Now, because Saturn is doubling on your energy this year, which also means that there is a chance of prolonged periods of procrastination. prolonged periods of inconsistency in whatever you do, laziness. And this is where you have to ensure that you don't let the negative effects of Saturn impact you. And herein, first advice that I would give you is that you absolutely need to start practicing some sort of mind control exercise, either via meditation or via manifestation or via scripting. But you need to do something that keeps your mind under check, so that when you have shorter periods of negativity or procrastination, you are able to understand that this is only temporary. What permanence is my consistency, it's my efforts, it's my dedication towards my work. So I have to get back to it, I have to get back up. And this is going to be a mantra for this year: get back to it, get back up, stay consistent, stay diligent, stay dedicated. And that is how you're going to be reaping in the maximum benefits of Saturn this year. This is also for people who have yet not crossed their 30s. Yes, a lot of obstacles and challenges would be thrown this year your way, and that is because Saturn is testing you. And once you cross the tests with your consistency, your diligence, your dedication, your sacrifice, maybe you have to sacrifice your personal life just so you can stay more in your work. Whatever area of your life you want to bloom this year, if you do that, it's going to be wonderful. Sacrifice may also be for your health. You may have to stop eating out or be extremely mindful, even if you love food, just because you want to fix your health this year. If you do that, Saturn is going to reward you. Let's talk about few things that you need to focus on to ensure that you are in tandem with the energies of Saturn this year, which is, first, bring small discipline and structure in your life. Try waking up at one time daily, bathe daily, eat on the dining table, do not watch TV while eating. If you're working, stay focused on that work. Even if you are doing like 3-4 multiple things, divide your time amongst those 4 things that you have to do, and try and be consistent. At least be consistent for any task that you're doing for 2 weeks, and then if you need, take 2 days off and then get back to it again. So this is going to be a beautiful alignment between you and your energy of Saturn. Now, first, talking about your relationships. Saturn, people who carry this number, they are placed in the life of other people as an instrument, as an instrument of fate to level up other people, which means that throughout your life you could also be the people who feel very used by other people, because you feel that I help them with all earnestness and honesty. However, I did not get back that in return. So this is a year where you would start finding the right people, especially so if you have crossed 30 and above. If you're still younger, then this is also the year where there would be more people coming into your life, where they come for a shorter period and then you lose them by the end of the year. And that is just your Saturn trying to make you understand that some people are only there in your life because you act as an anchor in their life. And this is again you paying off your maybe karmic debt from your previous lives or from your past karma. So I would not fret too much about it, but at the same time I would not carry any negativity about helping people or about being this instrument of fate into lives of other people, because all that goes around comes around, and you are the karmic number. So you do not have to worry if at all you are the reason why other people move up or upgrade in their life, because what is yours as a karmic credit would come back to you. Now, because you feel that you're already quite used in your life, using you, people are able to get ahead and then you stay where you are. This is a year where you might feel like withdrawing yourself a lot more. You might feel like staying in your comfort zone. But like I said, there is a strong chance this year of you finding your tribe, your people. So I would tell you, do not allow the past experiences of your Saturnian number dictate your life this year. Move out. Go out of your comfort zone. Try finding more people. Try mingling with more people. Find new people to network with. Find new people to make friends with. Embrace what can come to you with an open mind. Don't let the past dictate you, because this is also the year of karma. If you feel you have been used, then probably this is the year when Saturn is going to bring you the right people in your life. Now, when it comes to your relationship with your family, if you know anything about Saturn and the stories of Saturn, you know that Saturn did not share the best of relationship with both the parents almost. And while there are these stories where you know how the relationship eventually got better, etc., but the subtext of everything is that yes, Saturn does not have a good relationship with family. So this is also the year where you might become slightly more detached with your family, although the other side of the Saturn would also be trying to tell you that no, you have to respect your family, you have to give them the time that is needed, you have to be there taking care of responsibilities that are for you. But one part of Saturn would also just do it more like a responsibility, and actually in their heart wanting to be detached from the family, from your parents, from your siblings, because this is the year when you would want to focus more on yourself and build your life, build yourself. Your last year must have taught you a lot about detachment, must have also shown you who's truly the right person in your life. Now within this year, what will happen is you will carry the baggage of whatever you have learned in the last year, because of which you would be extremely wary of going out, meeting new people, because you don't want to have the feeling of being used again, or the fact that you don't receive the efforts that you put into a relationship. But I would tell you that this is a great year to actually find the right people in your tribe. So please be more social. Now, similar thing would also happen when it comes to your family, because this year your focus would be a lot on yourself, because this is going to be a great year when it comes to work, career and finances. This is the year for you where even if you are in a job, you might actually start thinking of doing some business, or you might start thinking of your side income by starting something small on the side. So because you're also carrying certain baggage and understanding and lessons from the last year into this year, you might feel like keeping all your energy reserved to yourself. Now again, the energy of Saturn is double this year, which means that one part of Saturn would say that I want to be alone, no family needed, I just want to focus on myself. And the other part of Saturn is going to be teaching you responsibility, your karam, your duty, which is that no, you have to be focused on your family, you have to be focused on your responsibilities. So the other part of Saturn is going to burden you as well with responsibilities, and this is going to be a conflict throughout the year for you, that how much do I invest into relationships, especially your family, and how much do I withdraw. This is a great year to meet new people, romantically also, especially if you've been single and you're looking to mingle. But one advice that has been common across all numbers is to tread very slowly, test the waters, test the person, to make sure that you are moving ahead only with the right person. So stay away from getting love bombed, stay away from taking things very fast in your relationship. If you're married, I think the relationship with your partner is going to strengthen and you're going to bond better this year. Together you would maybe lay the foundational seeds of also building your life. Let's talk about your health. So Saturn is likely to give you inflammation, stiffness in your joints and your muscles, issues probably with legs or your knees. These are all very high possibilities with Saturn, and a general feeling of lethargy. However, this is your year, so you can also expect, if there had been long lingering health issues, that the right remedies, the right doctors, right resources will come your way. This is the year when you will figure out the right ways of fixing your health, and also the remedies and methods that you use to fix your health this year will bring you better results. One important thing to note is that for this particular number in this year, you have to make some sort of fitness regime. You have to start either working out or do yoga or anything that just gets you moving. Doing some activity daily is going to be extremely helpful, even if it means just going on a walk daily for 30 minutes. Now let's talk about your career and finances. I would not advise you this year to rely on stock market or trading or any sort of quick rich schemes or shortcut methods to earn your money, because this is the year of sincerity, effort, dedication. And if you plan on starting something new, then this is going to be a great year for you. But that does not mean that it will not come with challenges or obstacles. If you start something new, you might experience challenges or obstacles, but the solution to that would also come easily to you. This is also a great year for material expansion in your existing job or in your existing business. You might change jobs somewhere in the second half of the year. You would get good promotion this year. Your appraisals would be good this year. This year will bring you a lot of opportunities for sure. However, if you are below 30, then with those opportunities will also come the challenges, because Saturn is trying to teach you how to persevere even in testing or challenging times. That's Saturn's way of testing you. However, if you've crossed 30, then the opportunities that will come to you are your second innings of Saturn, which is going to take your life, your game to next level. But just understand that for anything great to happen, you need to constantly show the Saturn of the year that yes, you're putting in your efforts. So make sure you stay away from laziness or procrastination. Like I said in the starting of the video, the mantra should be get back up. If there have been legal disputes that are going on, then the legal disputes are likely to come to an end this year and they're likely to get resolved. Overall, this is a great year for you. You would be making a lot of new and meaningful connections. Whenever you would seek help in regards to anything, you would be provided that help. All you have to do is ask. There would be people that would be supporting you. Things would start picking up pace in your life. Things would happen miraculously for you, especially if you're 30 and above. If you're less than 30, do expect some of these good things to happen, but the challenges and the obstacles might be a lot more. Now, few things that we have to be cautious of this year. First, do not feel very detached by people around you due to the understanding that if I will make new friends or if I mingle in a new circle, I would again be left feeling hurt or feeling used. Go out into the world with an open mind and accept what is meant for you will come to you. Second advice would be that attract but don't chase this year. This is your year. This is your year of attraction. So you have to attract what comes to you, but you don't need to chase anything. Third advice would be to get back up. Each time there is a short period of extreme negativity or lull, which will happen because Saturn will, and you know it, come on, you're this number. Saturn always also brings challenges and obstacles. So meaning that there could be shorter periods where things are not going your way, or you would feel that things are not working out. Don't let that period get elongated. Instead, learn to get back up. Take a short break if needed, but then get back up. Another thing, do not be very secretive this year, but know with whom what you are sharing. So maybe last year also taught you that you really need to be very secretive, you need to be more reclusive. This is the year where you let yourself shine out a little bit more, but at the same time don't end up sharing everything with everybody. There are going to be few people in your life who are worthy of sharing things with, so make sure that with them you are sharing whatever it is that needs to be shared. Because this is the year of abundance for you, it's important that you also better your relationship with money and you truly understand the power of money. You understand how to save your money, you understand how to use it wisely. This is one of the lessons that Saturn is going to be teaching you within this year. Two other advices that I have for you is, first, start donating this year and donate with the intent of donating. If you're simply GPaying the money to some charity, but you're not really putting in the effort, you're not volunteering, then that would not be counted as donation for this particular number this year. You need to ensure that if you can, you are devoting few hours in volunteering, even if it simply means feeding the street dogs around your house. And if you can't do that and you can only do monetary donations, then it need not be a small amount. It needs to be somewhat of a substantial amount. So maybe from whatever you are earning, keep aside 5%. This is also the year where you can grow a lot spiritually. You might feel like getting connected to your roots again, understanding more things about spirituality. And I would say that visiting temples on a frequently basis would be one of the remedies that would be very, very beneficial to you. So it's important that if you're feeling drawn towards spirituality, you don't ignore that call. Now I have your tarot cards here with me. And let me just say that it's going to be a fabulous year for you. There would be immense growth of you as a person, in your career, in your social life, in your personal life. There would be a lot of growth. And the bottom of the deck energy is the star, which means that slowly by slowly you would just start realizing that actually my dreams are coming true. It would literally feel like you are so lucky. And I would tell you again and again, when we start thinking that things are aligning for us, or when we start feeling lucky, don't let that get to your head or become arrogant or egoistic, because that is when Saturn would teach you really the beauty of humility. And when Saturn has a power to give, it also has a power to take. But definitely this year, a lot of your wishes are going to come true. And it's only when you would reflect back on this year, you would realize that this was such an important year in your life. Two other messages that we have here is a lot of money energy is there in your cards, definitely this year. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. See, when I look at the Five of Pentacles, what I actually feel is there has been, I think, something going wrong in your life since the last few years. Maybe you were not very satisfied with your career. The struggle seemed endless. The goal was not quite visible. You felt very alone in your journey up until now. Okay. And if that is the case, the advice here becomes that you have to not let these self-limiting beliefs come into this year. So whatever happened, you learned from it, you moved on from it, but now step in with a new energy, with a much more open and receiving mindset. Okay, but seeing this card is also giving me this message that anybody who's below 30, for you this year could be slightly challenging. In what sense? That you will have certain financial goals. You would want promotion at your job. You would want things to go in your great in your business. That will happen, but it will come with challenges. And throughout the year, you can just feel as if you're quite aloof and alone in your journey. There is lack of support. And like I said, this is just Saturn testing you. Once you cross all the hurdles and the tests of Saturn, the way when Saturn gives, वो हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है. So it's literally like that. Now with the Six of Pentacles card here, what I again feel is that there would be a lot of responsibilities and a lot of balancing act that you might have to do this year. Like I said, you could experience detachment from people, your friends, family, but at the same time you would also crave that support. You would want to be around people. So you need to balance these Saturnian energies this year. The Saturn that tries to teach you and the Saturn that who is. There needs to be a healthy balance between those. For very few of you, I'm also getting this message that you might adopt a pet this year. Lastly, doing some sort of meditation or spiritual practice is going to be very beneficial for you this year, especially if you can start with your root chakra meditation. Start from your root chakra and then maybe work up on other chakras. Even solar plexus chakra is what I'm getting from the cards. But it is important that you start doing some meditation or focus on one spiritual practice, but do it consistently. There is need to build up more on your spiritual practice. Now I have three other cards here. First is surrender to your soul's path. Yeah, and I think this is something to do with both spirituality by being, but with, yeah, and I think this is something to do with both spirituality, being open to what's new that's going to come your way, and being also open to the lessons that Saturn might bring. So your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. The second message that I have is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself and just own your power and soar in it. I think this is to do with what you have been experiencing more last year, and don't carry that baggage within this year, and surrender to joy. It's funny, you know, this card is literally repeated for maximum numbers, and I think the entire year might just become a little heavy to deal with, especially after the year we have come out of. So surrender to joy. The real positive change in life is to let the joy in and to savor it. And the last bottom of the deck energy that I have from this one is surrender to non-action. Be still, don't act, breathe and focus on your power. Let others come to you. Which means that literally what I said as one of the remedy also, don't chase but attract. So this year you do you. You just focus on yourself and doing the right thing, being there for yourself. Even if you feel like containing your energy for yourself for maximum part of the year, that's fine. And then you will slowly start seeing that how the right things are coming to you. So that's it all for my Saturn energy people. And if any part of this video resonated, any part of this video you wanted to come true, then please do comment below and let me know. Thank you. Bye.